Hey, Sonja Daisy here from Success Fitness. Today we're going to be doing a yoga Pilates fusion. So all we really need is your mat, right? And a little bit of water if you need it to sip on, don't guzzle it down, and some comfortable clothing. I do my yoga Pilates core type work all barefoot, but you're more than welcome to wear shoes, but I find them too restrictive with certain movements. And the truth of the matter is, we do want to kind of work through our muscles in our feet, so there's really no reason that we can't do this barefoot, and preferably so. All right, so what we're going to start with is just a nice little sun salutation warm-up little set, and then we move on from there. All right, are you ready? So let's stand with your feet right underneath your hips. We're going to give yourself a nice deep breath, reaching it nice and tall. We'll start right here, and then exhaling it out. And again, inhale, reaching it nice and tall. And exhale out. And again, inhale. This time we're going to hold it right here, and I want you to just fold it over into your forward fold. Hold it right here, let your head go. Let your shoulders go. Slowly rolling it up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. So we're going to slowly move into those sun salutations, okay? And again, exhale, reaching it up. Give me a little bit more of a back bend here. Hinging it back forward, forward fold. Let your head go. Let your shoulders go. Slowly rounding it back up. And we're going to add on to this. Inhale, reaching it up. Hold it right here, forward fold. Exhale, this time I want you to touch the ground right down and step your right foot back into a nice high lunge position. Your left ankle and knees aligned. Retreat those shoulders down. Try to keep your back nice and flat. We're going to take your left leg back as well, and we're going to go right into that nice plank position. When we're in that plank position, I want you to spread those fingers, evenly press into each palm. Belly button pulls in towards your spine. Get a nice solid position here. Dropping to the knees, point your toes back. Child's pose. Sitting right back into those heels as far as you can. Head going right down towards the mat. From here, we're going to dig the elbows in. We're going to scoot your nose forward like you're trying to push a ball with your nose. We're going to let those elbows come off the mat and then opening it up into the up dog. Roll the shoulders down your spine. Deep breathing. We're going to tuck your toes under into your downward dog, pressing your head right through. And because we're just starting up, don't go too deep into each stretch yet. Feel it out a little bit, let your head go. Move your knees around a little bit. Get your head through a little further if you can, right? Don't force this though. Just trying to work those muscles up. We're going to step your right foot forward. Straddling that right foot with both hands. Your fingertips should be aligned with those toes, right? We're kind of resting that armpit into on top of that knee. Taking your left leg in, forward fold. Letting yourself just dangle. Let your head go, let your shoulders go. Awesome. We're going to roll it up one vertebra at a time. Arms come out to the sides. Exhale, pressing those palms together into your heart. All right, let's hold it right here. Let's get a nice good stance here. So your heels big toe, little toe are touching. We're going to do that sun salutation again, but this time we're going to switch leading with your opposite side, okay? So listen to my cues and just sort of follow along. Ready? Inhale, reaching it up, slight little back bend. Hinging it forward into that forward fold. Touching the ground, step your left foot behind so that we're in a nice high lunge position, straddling that front foot. Breathing into it. Take your right foot back, plank position. Spreading those fingers, evenly pressing into each palm, belly button pulls in, keeping that spine nice and straight. Dropping the knees to the ground, point your toes back, going right into a child's pose, arms extended. Digging those elbows in, scoot your nose forward into that up dog again, opening the chest. So an up dog is very similar to the cobra, it's just we're not forcing the hips down, so just let them sort of hover right above the ground. Really think about retracting those shoulders down and back, good posture. We're going to tuck your toes under, downward dog, leading with that tailbone up towards the ceiling. So because it's our second round, maybe we can go a little deeper, maybe add a little bit more fluidity to it. Let your head go. Right, try to get your head a little further through. Your heel's going to be pressing towards the floor. If you can't quite touch the floor, don't worry about it. Step your left leg back forward, high lunge position. Very nice, stretching through that right hip flexor. Stepping that right foot back into your forward fold. Let yourself just dangle, let your head go, let your shoulders go. Slowly rounding it up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. How are we feeling? So nicely, evenly pressing into the ground. Heel, big toe, little toe. Relax those shoulders down and back. We're going to do that sun salutation 2 more times. This time, we're going to flow it through it a little bit quicker, okay? So get ready. Inhale, up we go. Forward fold. Step it back, right foot. High lunge. Left leg back. Plank position. Drop to the knees, point your toes back, child's pose. Digging those elbows in, scoot your nose forward. Up dog. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. Pressing those heels towards the mat as much as you can, let your head go. Right foot steps forward, high lunge position, back is nice and flat. Left leg steps forward, let yourself just dangle. Rolling your shoulders up one vertebrae at a time, arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together, exhale back into your heart. One last time, inhale up and back. Hinging it forward, exhale. Left leg steps back. High lunge position, straddling that front leg. Right foot steps back, plank position. Dropping to the knees, point your toes back, child's pose. Digging those elbows in, scoot your nose forward. Up dog. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. Nice little V. Realign your feet. Pressing those heels down. And just want to move a little bit, play with your body a little bit. Take your left leg forward, high lunge position. Good work. Step your right foot in, forward fold. Let your head go. Rolling the shoulders back up, back to that standing position. Exhale into your heart. Awesome. Let's hold it right here. Try to really focus in the moment. This is your time to do this workout, okay? I really want you to let everything else go. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Exhale out. One more time. Where's your breath going? Is it going right down into the belly? That's where we want it. And then exhale out. Release those hands back down and give yourself nice big shoulder rolls. We're going to go right down towards the mat, and I want you just to lie right down onto your back. We're going to press the bottoms of your feet together, as we call it, the butterfly. Okay, so knees are apart, so it just depends all on your flexibility. And what I really want you to do here is hold the belly button in as much as we can. Okay, so your lower back press right down into the mat. Hands come behind your ears. We're going to lift your head just slightly, chin tucked in. Your hands are going to support your neck, okay? I'm just going to do small little crunches. Ready? Exhale. 1, 2. Keep it small. 3, 4, 5, 6. Just warming up through the core. 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 11, 12, keep it small. 13, 14, lifting from the shoulders. 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more. And 20, releasing it all the way down. We're not quite done there. We're going to do the same thing, but this time I want your arms to be right between the knees, okay? So same position, your knees stay separated. What this does, it takes the hip flexors out of the equation. okay? While we're here, we have flex to kind of help the core. We're here, we're trying to knock them out of it, all right? So hold it right here. Hands reach through the legs this time, lifting it up into that curl. Ready? Small little tiny ones. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Keep that chin tucked in, lifting from the shoulders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and releasing it back. So because we're not supporting our head here, sometimes we find it's a little bit more strenuous in the neck, so maybe move the head one direction, right, just stretch it out, moving it the other direction, right, just give it a little stretch. And then back to the center. All right, we're gonna take both hands, we're gonna clasp them together, and we're gonna do a little Charlie's Angels, okay? And we're gonna take it over to one side this time, and we're gonna do that same small little crunch, but your hands are gonna be beside your right knee, okay? So lifting it up, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going. 10, tap that chin at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Release, give your head a little bit of a break. Arms extend above your head. Deep breath in and out. And over to the other side, yes? Over to the other side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. And release. Whew. All right, let's drop your ear over to one side. Let's get those knees back together. And then taking your ears over to the other side. Pelvic stays tucked in, nice and controlled. All right. From here, we're going to take both hands to the outside of your hips. Okay, pelvic tucked in. So again, so here is different than where we're here because now the hip flexors can help a little bit. But I really want your pubic bone to go towards your navel, holding it right here. Push that lower back into the ground. Hands go down beside you, lifting it up, and we're going to try to touch each heel, okay? So we're going to tap the heel if you can, and tap the heel. We're going to alternate. So lift your shoulders nice and high. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, good job. 3, 4, 5, we got this. 6, 7, lift from the shoulders. 8, 9, and 10, and release. Whew. Okay, core should be warm, yes? Arms extended. You saw that nice full stretch to the body. Let's pull both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock, side to side, massaging that lower back. Excellent work. All right, legs back out, arms back extended. We're going to do a full roll up. So we're going to keep our chin tucked in, and we're going to roll the spine off the ground like a zipper, okay? So like Velcro. You're not just ripping it off like a big Band-Aid. You're going to do one vertebrae at a time. So arms extend. Again, we're trying to push that belly button in towards the floor. Chin tucked in. Ready? Exhale. One vertebrae at a time. Heels up. Coming fully into that seated position. Reaching for the toes. We're going to reverse this. So think about tucking and scooping the belly button in. One vertebrae at a time. Coming back. And extend one. All right. Up we go. 2. Try not to use very much momentum, right? So that might be a little tiny bit of momentum. But don't get too carried away. And again, 3. And down we go. And again, exhale. 4. And down we go. Do the best you can. And again, 5. And nice and controlled. Back down. Good, resist it when you're coming down. 6. And nice and slow, resist it. Right, as we're coming up, belly button pulls in, chin tucks in. 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching for the toes. 7. And then nice and slow back. 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching it back. And again, exhale out 8. And reaching it. Awesome. All the way back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. And extend. Give me 2 more of these. 9. We got this, right? And all the way back down. Whew. 1 more time. 10. And let's hold it right here. Want to feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs, right? Just try to reach as far as you can. If you can't quite touch the toes, it's all good, right? Go for the ankles, breathing through it. Excellent work. We're going to hold it right here in that seated position, and we're going to pull those knees in towards your chest. We're going to roll like a ball. We're going to grab the back of the knees. We're going to get those feet off the ground. We're going to roll our spine here, so it's kind of like that posture, right? So round everything up. And we're not going to move the knees in and out of your chest. I want you to keep everything nice and snug. Point your toes. We're going to roll like a ball, right? So all the way down. And roll it up. Hold it without touching the toes on your floor. Okay? And again. 2. And lift and hold. 3. So don't just go up and down. Hold it for a second at the top. Make the core do some work. 4. Hold. And again. 5. Hold. And again. 6. Hold it. Good. 7. Hold it. You got this. 8. 9. 1 more time. 10. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Don't let this go. Hands stay behind those knees. Legs come up a little bit higher. Torso comes back just a tiny bit further. Let those hands go. Hold it on the boat pose for 8, 7, 6. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah? And release. Woo! All right, we're going to come into a standing position. So we can come straight from here into a rocking standing position. So basically from here, you just push yourself up if you need your hands. If you can't do it without your hands, go for it. If you need one hand, come up with one hand, right? So try to do the best you can to go straight up. If that's too difficult, cross your ankles, move over, and then come up this way. So this is a nice, easy way if you have knee problems, hip problems, to get yourself up into that standing position. All right, let's work a little bit on your balance. So what I'd like you to do is we're gonna stand nice and upright. We're gonna have our hands in your prayer position just in front of your chest. We're gonna be standing on your left foot, okay? So just try to find a good balancing position. We don't wanna lock that knee right out, so soften it up a little bit. We're going to take your tippy toe down to the floor, and I want you to open that knee right up. Now, when we're in a standing position, what the hips want to do is just hang out, yeah? But we don't want that. We want to be nice and upright and let the core engage to keep ourselves nice and upright, okay? So hold it right here. Now, I'm going to press those hands away from you. I'm just going to sort of round, like touch your fingertips, rounding it up, relax those shoulders. We're going to take that foot from the ankle to the knee, and we're just going to go up and down. Okay, ready? Slide it up 1 and back down. Slide it up 2 and back down. Good. And again, 3. Keep that knee out to the side. 4. Good job. 5. 6. I got distracted, see? 7. Yeah, how are we doing? 8. 9, 1 more, and 10. So this left hip, my left hip, maybe you on the other side, is working very, very hard to keep you balanced, okay? And that's why we don't want to just hinge into it. I really want that hip to do some work. If it's too hard for balance, maybe grab a chair, right? So we can have that chair in front of us and we start practicing it that way. We're going to stay with that same side, but I want your foot to be in front of your standing leg. Your hands are still going to be in front of you, and we're going to lift that foot away from you. So that is a slight little bend to this guy, and then all we're going to do, we're going to take it forward and back, yeah? Ooh. I have no balance today. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How's that? We're not done with that side. We're going to take that same foot behind you. So again, it's that small little bend to it, and this time we're going to lift it back behind you. So I'm just going to go sideways. Okay? I don't know what's going on with my balance today. So we're going to lift it back. Ready? Set. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, shake it out, but we're not done with that side yet. Shakey, shaky, shake. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it alone. Let's go to the side, and then we'll go back. So this time we're going to stay on your right leg. Open that knee up, prayer position to start, right? So we're just checking in at this point because we're switching sides. I don't want you just to push into that hip. So nice and upright, core is engaged, hands in that prayer position, tapping that toe in, knee opens up, okay? Hold it. We're gonna open up those hands, fingertips together, rounding through those arms. If you've done dance in your past, this is what we want, right? So nice little dance position, relax those shoulders, slide the foot up and down to the knee and down. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep that knee open, and 10, yes? Foot to the front, shoulders down and back, don't forget this. This one is still working really hard, pushing it forward and back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, you got this. 8, 9, and 10. Let's tap the foot behind you. Same thing, shoulders down and back, lift it behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Oh, shake it out. So hips have to work super, super hard. We're going to go back to the other leg. So in my case, I'm going to be standing back on my left, and we're going to take that right foot, but this time, we're going to take your hands up to the top, rounding it up a little bit, so creating a nice little big tree, right? So we got a nice little crown over top of us. We're going to take that front foot back to the front, and this time I want you to go front, out, and back, and out, okay? Whew, ready? Up we go. Ready? To the front, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Shake those arms out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to be standing on your right leg this time. Left toe taps the front, just lightly. We're not going to put all the weight in. Again, remember, nice and upright. Arms come to the top. You ready? Dancers, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Use a chair if you need to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. Give yourself a nice deep breath, reaching tall. Forward fold. Let yourself just dangle. Walk your legs out. So all that means is one knee bends, one knee straightens. Yes? Right? So just sort of walk it out. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk those hands a little bit more forward. Try to keep your back as flat as we can. Hold it right here. Give yourself a nice little stretch into the back of the hamstrings. From here, we're going to walk both feet back into a plank position. So your shoulders are going to stay right above those hands. Spread those fingers out. Good job. Dropping to the knees. We're going to hold it right here. We're going to do scapular retractions. So all we're going to do is we're going to let your shoulders go, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then pressing it back up. So it's like doing a mini version of a push-up, but just with your shoulders. Okay? Ready? Drop and lift. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5. Try to do it on your knees. 6, 7 on your toes. 8, 9, and 10. Releasing it all the way to the floor. How did that feel? So scapular retractions should be right sort of into that upper part of the back, more into your postural muscles. We're going to point your toes. We're going to keep your feet, knees, and ankles aligned. And we're going to come into a nice little baby cobra. So just lifting the chest off the ground. Let's hold it right here. Don't push or press too hard at this point, right? Just be comfortable with. If you can, lift a little higher, lift a little higher. And releasing it down. We're going to hold it right here with your hands behind your back. Clasp those hands together. And I really want you to think about squeezing the shoulder blades. And we're going to lift your chest up and down. And we're going to do it nice and controlled. Ready? Sliding those hands down towards your heels. Exhale. 1, and come back down. And again. 2, and back down. Good. Lift your chest and shoulders. 3, 4, 5, good job. 6, work from that lower back. 7, don't let the glutes do all the work. 8, 2 more. 9, and 10, good job. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. We're just going to hold it here. We're going to keep your feet want to kind of come here, right? So we're going to keep them hip width apart, and we're going to lift both legs up at the same time. Keep it again nice and small. This time your glutes are going to work a little bit harder. Ready? Lifting both up. 1, and again. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good work, and 10, excellent. Both arms, both legs extended. We're going to do a nice little Superman, so now we're going to let the lower and upper body work together, lifting both arms and both legs together. Do not force the height of this, okay? Just be cautious. You're looking down towards the mat, just lifting it slightly off the mat, but that's not what's lifting, it's your arms and legs lifting. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 1 more, and 10, good work. I'm going to keep your arms here, we can cross them over, rest on it if you like. We're going to take your legs into a 90-degree angle, press your feet together, press your knees together, and do a little windshield wiper. So all I want you to do is drop to one side, drop to the other side. Don't force this. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. We're going to come right up onto the elbows. Elbows should be right underneath your shoulders. Point your toes. We're going to lift your knees and your feet slightly off the ground. So the minute you do that, your glutes have to contract to make that happen, okay? And all I want you to do is we're going to keep the knees off the ground. If that's difficult for you, then just do the best you can, okay? So lifting the knees and feet off the ground, we're going to do 1 foot flex, pumping it in for 2, release it back to the point, but don't rest it back down. So they're going to be hovering the whole time, and we're going to alternate right, left, okay? So holding it right here, hover. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. We're engaged the whole time. 3. Good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. My knees are not touching. 1 more each. Last one. And release. How's that? We're going to take our hands back down by your chest, push ourselves up into a child's pose. So sitting back in those heels, arms extended, and giving that lower back a nice little break, right? So if you happen to have a little bit of a weaker lower back, just be careful, be gentle, maybe just do half the amount of repetitions, right? So don't get carried away, especially if this is the first time for you to do anything like this sort of class. Let's come all the way back forward onto your belly. We're gonna grab one foot and the other foot. All right, if you can't grab them, maybe you have a strap that we can use. We're gonna lift those knees off the ground, lift your chest a little higher, lift those knees a little higher, and hold it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Beautiful. We're gonna keep our hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna come right up into a plank on your knees. Ready? Lifting it up, then take the knees off the ground, then come all the way down to the bed. All right, we're gonna do that 10 times. Ready? Knees, all the way, and drop. And again, 3, knees, all the way, and drop. And again, 4, all the way, and drop. And again, 5, all the way, and drop. And again, 6, all the way, and drop. And again, 7, all the way, and drop. Awesome. And again, 8, all the way, and drop. Beautiful. And again, 9, all the way, and drop. Let's do one more of these. 10, all the way, and drop. Whoo! All right, legs back into that 90 degree, and windshield wiper, side to side. Loosen up to that lower back. 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. We're gonna come right back up on all fours. We're gonna hold it right here. Give yourself a nice little cat and cow, tucking the tailbone under, rounding the spine. Exhale, inhale, release 1. And again, exhale, and releasing it. And again, 3, and release. And again, 4, and release. Give me one more. And again, 5, and release. Keeping that arch, maintaining it. Tuck your toes under, lifting it up into your downward dog. Head going right through. We're gonna lift one heel stays down. We're gonna walk it out. Ready? Alternate. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pressing both of them down. Let's walk the feet a little bit closer towards each other. And then all we're gonna do here, we're gonna do a 3-legged dog. We're gonna take your right leg straight up. We're gonna pull the knee towards the same side elbow. 1, back up, to the chest, back up, opposite elbow. Back up, let's lower it back down, opposite leg, up we go. Ready, same side elbow. 1, center, 2, opposite elbow, 3, downward dog, hold it right here. Let's sit onto the heels. Let's lift the chest right up. And we're gonna take one arm across the chest, hold it. Relax your shoulder down. And release over to the other side. Releasing it through the shoulders. Not a deep stretch, it's just a release through the shoulders. Okay. And releasing it. Good. Shake it out. We're going to come right back into your downward dog. Tuck your toes under. Lifting it right up. Pressing into your heels. Let's come down into a plank. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. We're going to alternate tap your toe to the outside of the mat. We're going to go laterally out. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it. Drop to the knees. Sit back on those heels. Just tell me what you roll those wrists out one direction. Good. Let's roll it the other direction. Excellent job. Shake it out. We're going to do one more of those. Back to your downward dog. Ready? Up we go. Pressing the heels to the floor. Head going through. Lower it into the plank position. Belly button stays nice and snug. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Tap it to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work into your child's pose. Whew. We're going to stay in that child's pose. We're going to walk your hands over to one side into that nice little C shape. So we're going to create a nice little stretch into those lats. Breathing into it. Ah, feels so good. And then taking it over to the other side. Same stretch into those lats. Feels amazing. And then taking it back into that regular child's pose. Hold it right here. Breathing into that stretch. Good work. Okay, from here, let's take it over into a seated position. We're going to do a nice little forward fold. Are you ready? Inhale. And hinge it forward to your toes. And let's hold it right here, grabbing onto this feet. Nose to knees, right? And if you can't hold the feet, don't worry about it. If you have a strap, like yoga strap, if you have a belt, if you have something that you can wrap around your feet, you can even hold on to that, a towel, right? So there's many things that we can grab instead. Hold it, flexing your toes a little bit more if you can. So we're going to stretch the bottoms of your feet. I usually try to kind of pull on my toes a little bit, stretching the bottoms. Good work. We're going to take it right down into that lying down position. Arms fully extend. Give yourself a nice long stretch through the core. Good work. We're going to take those feet back in as close as they can go towards your hips. Hands go right down beside your hips. We're going to do a nice little pelvic tuck into a bridge. Okay, so the heels should be nice and close in. Depending on your knees, if you take a look at your knees and hips, they should all be aligned. Pelvic tuck, one vertebrae at a time, lifting it up into your bridge. 1, slowly coming down and release back into that arch. And again, lifting it up. 2, and releasing it, really trying to massage through the spine. 3, don't let your knees pop in and out. If you feel like your knees are wobbling a lot, in and out, if you have a little mini band, you can wrap that around your knees, and that will sort of help the hips stabilize a little bit more as well. 5, and again, 6, exhale out. 7, 8, 9, good work, and 10, excellent. Let's pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side. We're going to let one leg fully extend, one knee stays in. We're going to lift your head and shoulders, and we're going to do a nice little single leg stretch, and we're just going to alternate. We're going to pull one knee in and then switching it. Ready? And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift from the shoulders. 6, 7. Make those core muscles do the work. 8, 9. Good. Let's do 10 more of these. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Perfect. Both feet go down. Arms come laterally out. Drop both knees over to one side. Let's look the opposite direction. Stretching into those hips and lower back. Taking it over to the other side. Same stretch, dropping those knees. Nice stretch into the hips and lower back. Nice deep breath in and out. Feels good, doesn't it? And release. We're going to pull both knees into your chest again. And this time we're going to do a double leg stretch. So we're going to lift your shoulders again and lifting from the upper abdominals. So really trying to think about contracting through the upper abdominals, lifting it right up, and we're going to extend those legs and arms as much as we can. Ready? Extending it out, and then sweep it back towards the knees. 1. And again. 2. Keep your head lifted. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and 10, yeah, and release. So that one's a little harder on the neck too, so you want to be kind of stretching it out, right? And if you're a beginner into the Pilates stuff, it's very normal to feel a bit of tension there. So work up to it, okay? Don't force it, you don't want to go into pain. And as long as once you release it and stretch it for a couple seconds, it sort of subsides, and that's kind of what we want there. Let's take it over the other side. Stretching into the neck. And back to the center. We're going to let one leg come fully down, straightening it. Opposite leg into a 90-degree angle. Opposite hand grabs the knee. I'm going to pull it across the hip. And again, we want to look the opposite direction that we're pulling that knee. You can play with that knee positioning a little bit, go a little higher, a little lower, and see what you need for your hip. Breathing into it. Job. Awesome. And release. Good. Opposite leg, 90-degree angle. Opposite hand grabs that knee. And again, we're going to gently pull it across the hips. And again, give yourself that nice deep breath in. And exhaling it out. That's good. And again, inhale. Exhale out. Every time we exhale, we let it go a little bit further. Inhale. Exhale out. And releasing it. Good work. We let all the arms and legs extend. It's like somebody's pulling on those fingertips and somebody's pulling on your toes. Hold it right here. And releasing it. So what I like you to do here is we're going to take those feet back in like we did at the beginning of the class with your feet together and let those knees drop to either side. So I'm going to feel a little bit of a stretch in those adductors, your hip flexors. Let's hold it right here. Keep your belly button slightly pulled in. I want you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, okay? Let's take a deep breath in and exhale out. Now I'd like you to pay attention where this breath is going. Is it going into your chest only, or do you feel your belly rising? Okay, again, take a deep breath and exhale out. Now, if you don't feel anything happening in that belly region and everything is rising from the upper chest here, that means that you're holding on to a lot of tension up in that chest region. And I want you to go a little deeper down into that belly. So I want you to force the belly up as you inhale in. Push it out. And then exhale, pull it down. Okay? Inhale. And exhale. And it's truly not easy. So when we're inhaling and exhaling, we're trying to push that belly out a lot of times somehow in between it stops on us, and it's like, how do I push the belly out, right? So it's not very, very easy at all. Did you do it? Once you sort of understand the concept of that, then I want you to spend a little bit more time there and slowly inhale down as your belly extends, and then slowly exhale down as you release. So what does this do? Well, for one, it gets more circulation going, it gets more air going into your body, which is a benefit that we all need. Also, if you feel stressed out and have more tension, feeling some anxiety, this will really help calm the body, and it gives you focus to something different than what you may be feeling in the moment. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be in the moment, because when we do have a feeling that needs to be dealt with, then we maybe need to be in that moment, deal with it, but then also release it, okay? Don't stay with that feeling for too long, okay? So accept it, feel it, and then let it go. And then really go into these kind of exercises to not manipulate the body, but to teach the body on how to handle stress, anxiety, anything that we may be feeling in the moment a lot better, okay? Release those hands down beside you, and let's take those knees back together. How do we do? If you can stay here for a little bit longer, I'd like you to hang out here for a bit longer. If you are done, because 45 minutes, you've planned for this, then definitely let it go. But and then slowly come into the standing position. But do take that slowly. But if you can stay here for a bit longer, I invite you to stay here for a bit longer. Okay. So I'm going to come up. So if you need to come up as well, come on up into that seated position. Don't rush this. All right, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Sonja Badesi from Success Fitness. Thank you, Row Roads, for sponsoring this class, and I will be seeing you for your next class, right? So after something like this, what do we want to do? We want to stay calm, and I think you may be handling things differently after a class like this, where continuously what goes on today, you might be handling it a little bit more calmly. And that's kind of the goal here, that we can handle things in a more calmly way. Okay, so take care of yourself, and I will see you at our next